In the previous slide, I talked about how you can reuse a DITA topic across multiple deliverables. Let's see some examples of reusing and repurposing topics in DITA. In this first example, we're having the publishing engine output 3 different deliverables for product X: a user manual, an online knowledge base, and an online training course. In our second example, we're going to output 3 different knowledge bases, 1 each for product X, product Y, and product Z. In our third example, we'll output 3 versions of a user manual for product Y. The only difference is the file format. In this case, a PDF, a CHM, which is Microsoft Online Help, and HTML, which would be applicable for putting on the web. And finally, in the training arena, we might output 3 different training manuals for a single product, 1 for beginners, 1 for experts, and a third one for trainers. Now let's explore the value proposition of using DITA versus Word or FrameMaker. In this first chart, we're looking at projected results from 2 years of traditional Word or FrameMaker development. Looking at the first half of 2010, notice that the total number of source topics in purple and the total number of output topics in blue are the same. Also notice that as we move forward in time, those bars rise in lockstep. Now, the total number of topics increasing over time is typical of companies. As your number of products increases, and as the number of features within those products increase, then naturally you have more about the products that you need to explain. Notice too that the green bars, the cost per output topic, that is, the cost to develop a topic, remains flat because we're realizing no advantage from the increased volume of source and output topics. So in a traditional Word or FrameMaker development environment, more source and more output means more money. Now let's look at what might happen over the same 2 years if we implement DITA. Take a look at the first half of 2010 and notice that the number of source topics, shown in purple, has dropped below the number of output topics, shown in light blue. Also notice over time that the number of source topics is decreasing while the number of output topics is increasing. Finally, notice that the cost per output topic is declining. So what's happening here? Remember that DITA is designed to reuse content, to reuse the same topic in multiple contexts, in multiple deliverables. We've broken that one-to-one relationship between source and output topics. And because we're reusing and repurposing source topics in multiple outputs, the cost per output topic drops. In other words, if we spend $100 to create a source topic and we use it once, that cost for the output topic is that $100. On the other hand, if we develop a source topic for $100 and use it 10 times, now our average cost per output topic is only $10. Thus, even as the number of output topics increases, your overall information development costs can actually decrease. So why might output topics increase? As I mentioned in the previous slide, it's typical for the number of output topics to increase due to increased functionality in your products or an increased number of products. But also, the number of output topics can increase because you discover that you have a greater flexibility in delivering customer-facing information. For example, instead of a single operations manual, you might now deliver separate user and administrator manuals. This flexibility, which gives you more customized content, gives you happier clients and potentially lower support costs. Again, remember, we're reusing the same topics, but now we're customizing which topics which audiences get to increase customer satisfaction. Note, by the way, that this chart shows a 50% reduction in the number of source topics, but many companies are able to reduce the number by 70% or more. Finally, your cost per output topic can also drop because of the structured writing environment that I talked about. Now your writers are developing only what your readers need, not a lot of extra content that those readers will never use or even want to see. So in the end, instead of the old equation of more source plus more output equals more money, we're using less source to get more output, and we're saving money. So, is DITA right for your organization? Here's a few questions that can help you answer that. Do you need to increase the amount of information that you give your customers while reducing the cost of developing that information? Do you need to increase information consistency within and across products? Do you use the agile development process and need iterative information deliverables? Do you need to streamline your information review process? Do you need to reduce translation costs and translation turnaround time? And finally, do you need to interchange customer-facing information with partners or because of mergers and acquisitions? If your answer to any of these questions is yes, then DITA is certainly worth considering. Once you've decided that DITA might be right for your organization, ask yourself, should you do it yourself or get help? For a successful DITA implementation, you need three things. You need resources with solid knowledge of and experience with DITA, transforms, content management systems, and content reuse strategies. The experience is very important here because it's the little things of a DITA implementation that can cause issues, and someone who has the experience and has been through the process before can easily spot these issues and get them addressed. Also, you need resources who can effectively design, implement, and assess a pilot project for your DITA implementation. And finally, you need enough resource bandwidth to implement DITA, including any legacy content conversion, in parallel with your ongoing information development. When you decide to get outside help, SDI is there for you. Our consulting team can help determine if DITA is right for your organization, and we can design and oversee a DITA or some other technology implementation for you. We can also train your people on the new tools and technologies, and we can provide discounts on selected software, such as the DITA editor from Just Systems XMetal. Our project team can implement DITA or other technologies for you. We can convert legacy content quickly and efficiently, and we can save you information development costs using our front office, back office model that blends on-site and near-site resources with less expensive off-site resources. To learn more about DITA, SDI's upcoming webinars, and how we can help your organization, please call us at 919-354-1149. You can also write us at register@sdicorp.com. Finally, we encourage you to visit our website at www.sdiglobalsolutions.com. Thank you.